8 a.m. sharp, and we are simultaneously live on YouTube as well. Special gratitude to all my premium members for a very open and frank discussion, and I know that has gone a long way. I will just summarize a few things that we discussed. Essentially, lying is about defense. Of course, there are many other reasons. It could be just a fun and game. It could be just a kind of creative ways. It could be just kind of a social lifestyle. It could be just a way of life for a lot of people, but most of the people, they lie not because they are very secure about the stuff that is going on. They often lie because they want to defend either themselves or others. And there's a need to defend. There's a feeling or a belief that if I say a lie, I will be endangering myself or somebody else. Now, the kind of lies we say and the kind of protection we use differs from person to person. It begins with the people who are at the root chakra level, where they often lie to protect themselves just for the survival. What if I lose my job? What if I lose my survival? What if I'm thrown out of the house? What if my salary is stopped? Or what if my business doesn't go? So I better lie and continue with whatever lies I'm saying. And let me just give it a shot so that I survive this patch of life. Some people lie to avoid pain. It could be physical pain, emotional pain. These are the people at sacral chakra level of evolution. For them, emotional and physical pain is too much to handle, and they lie often to do that, or they lie to protect others, like a mother saying a lie to protect child from getting beaten up from father. And that's such a common thing, and children pick it up. They understand that, okay, fine. If you want to escape pain, you have to say lies. When people are at solar level, they often say lies to be in the power game and have a one-upmanship, having an upper hand or having things under control. And these are the commonest ways of saying lies or hiding the facts or not saying the truth. People, when they are at heart chakra level, the lie is only mainly to maintain the relationship. What if I have a breach in the relationship? What if my relationship gets cut off? What if the other person rejects me or turns me off or does not accept me the way I am? And that could be the reason for your many, many, many super added lies. Next level of evolution is at that throat chakra, and you lie often to maintain your self-respect and prestige. So self-respect and prestige is so important to you that it doesn't matter, I can lie and put up a facade to remain respectable, remain dignified, and remain honored. And doesn't matter, even if it is a facade, and it's okay, I will lie. At third eye level, you want to prevent sabotage, and that's why you lie. And at the crown level, you go beyond all these lies and truth, because everything is a lie, everything is a truth. What appears to be a truth can be lie at some other level. So if you look at from the higher consciousness point of view, a lot of things that we believe are truth may not be the truth. The truth changes from moment to moment with the level of evolution. I want you to just check what happens when you lie. Most of the time, you lie to avoid certain things, certain experiences, certain possibilities. And all that you avoid anyway, if it is meant for you, will come back to you. In the same moment, maybe in the later moments. It's okay to lie. It's okay to cheat. I'm telling you it's okay, because it's okay at a certain level of existence. Everything is okay. I'm not a moral police or I'm not a religious preacher to tell you that you should not. I'm just telling you that the very fact you have to lie tells a lot about you, your concerns, your worries, your fears, your insecurities. What is it that you're trying to avoid? What if you face that? What if you go through it with grace? What if people find out and you can be in acceptance of that? Would that not be so liberating? Trying to hide, trying to run away, trying to escape, trying to be scared, and trying to all the time be in avoidance and denial will not let you be okay with yourself eventually. The world will be fine. They don't care eventually after a while whether you say a lie or a truth. It doesn't really matter. It's your story with yourself. Forget about all the moralistic upbringing. Forget about all the stories. But when you say a lie, a part of you knows that, yeah, you're saying lies. And it's not really the truth. You're not being in integrity with yourself. And you feel kind of not okay doing that. And do you know, most of the suffering that people talk about when I work with them in layers after layers, eventually they go to their subconscious mind space and they go to their soul level space and they find themselves being out of integrity at the soul level or at the subconscious mind level. They don't even know that they are being out of integrity. So, for example, choosing to play a victim and then suffering and blaming others is also a lie at some level. You know that nobody is victimizing you, but your choice of playing a victim and getting into the situation and not looking after your welfare is something that has created your situation as of now. The blame game itself could be a big lie. And you know it at some level. And for doing that, probably you are already punishing yourself. Check it out. How, why, when, where. Forget about others, what happens to others with your lies. See what you're doing with yourself. I was giving an example. Mother often says lies to protect the child. Okay. You know, as a mother, that you're doing this to protect the child, but you also know that it's a temporary solution. By doing that, the child is going to take a wrong hint and will often do a bigger stories and mischiefs and eventually will get caught with a bigger harm, right? Are we really doing right things? Are we being okay? Now, does that mean that you should be upfront, you should be truthful, you should always be blatantly honest or brutally truthful? No, I'm not even saying that. You do require a lot of wisdom to lie, and you require still more wisdom to say the truth. The whole experience of going from lies to the truth is very, very enlightening for yourself. So the step one remains: catch your lies. Known, unknown, doesn't matter whether people know it or not. You catch your lies. Catch the reasons behind your lies. Figure out what is it that you're avoiding. Learn to accept and embrace and gather courage to say the truth. Challenge all your beliefs, which is not letting you have that courage, and say the truth in a manner which doesn't harm you or others anyway, and also puts you in a position that you really wish to be in, irrespective of being able to tell your truth. Make your disadvantage into an advantage. Now, that's an art you have to cultivate over a period of time. It happens over a period of time. But taking your lie stories as a project work will help you know yourself in so much a better way. How do you handle with radical statements? We will uh, have that discussion tomorrow with premium members exclusively, and we will have a series of radical statements that we can use to confront ourselves from or confront ourselves with our own lies and the truth. Confront the truth, and the lies can disappear. What is truth will depend upon your level of evolution. The more you evolve, the definition of truth will change for you. The whole scenario will shift for you. Focus on discovering the truth rather than fighting with lies. Know the lies, don't fight, accept, embrace, grow beyond. And that's a way to embrace the truth, know the truth, and rise beyond that lie and the truth game. And that's a message for you. Thank you so much for listening. And we will meet day after tomorrow. For premium members, I will be meeting tomorrow exclusively for remedial solutions through Radical. Thank you so much.